What is up, my Get Geeked Nation? We are back. I forget what episode this is. I want to say it's like episode 46 or something like that. Actually, let me check because I could check right now. Yep, episode 46. And it is a weird time. Good God, guys. I don't even know what to think about it. I have weird feelings about it. A few of my friends is like, this is all a conspiracy theory, or, it's a ploy by the government, by the rich to take control. And in a ways, some of it is kind of true. Like right now, the government and the rich do kind of have control. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. And by the time you guys are listening to this and everything like that, almost everything is gonna be shut down and closed. I'm kind of one of the lucky ones where the place that I work at, we do have a sit-in area, but we're probably like shutting that down. But we're able to sell things anyways still, so we still, I still get to go to work and make money. But I don't know how long. I don't know how long that's gonna before, because the way it seems like everything's going, it's going in a direction where everyone is going to be on a shutdown, and we're all going to have to be quarantined and isolated and everything like that. And dude, it feels like a freaking movie. It does. Like, think about it. This feels like how a zombie apocalypse will start, but instead it's like a virus apocalypse, Like, how are we going to end up on the other side of this? Like, even as soon as, because the thing is I work at a bakery and I do graphics, and I'm part of the system that makes custom cakes and everything like that, right? So right now we have stopped all custom cake making. So basically I'm there just to set up for when we do start doing custom cakes again. But after the 2 weeks or month or whatever that we're not taking cake orders and we start again, even after the whole quarantine is done with 2 weeks or so, what's the difference? What's the difference? The virus isn't gonna go away, right? The virus is still there. I'm hoping that they figure out a way to kind of stop the virus within that time period, because then it's all gonna be the same, right? The pandemic is still gonna be there. And let's talk about that. This whole pandemic, that how everyone is out there buying up all the toilet paper. Why? The thing is too, why are we buying all this toilet paper? What is toilet paper gonna be saving us from? Just if you contract the virus, it doesn't mean you're gonna be shitting more. You're probably not gonna even be able to make it to the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Why are we buying up all the toilet paper? It makes no sense, people. Stop buying all the toilet paper. You should be buying meds and stuff Mucinex or whatever. Buy up all the Mucinex. Don't be buying out all toilet paper. I mean, I understand the bottled water and everything like that. I even understand food, because you're gonna be stuck in your house for a whole 2 weeks. You're gonna need to eat food. You're gonna need to drink water. But even still, then why even buy up all the bottled water? Get a water filter. It's better for you. Saves you money, saves you cash. Toilet paper doesn't make any sense. Why are we buying up all the toilet paper? It's crazy. People are crazy. And you know what? If this disease takes out a few crazy, dumb, mean people, I'm not going to be too sad about it. But it's so weird. And it gets on my nerves a little bit, because it's starting to mess with my life and my the thing is, dude, I'm not making any money off of this YouTube stuff. I'm doing this for the fun of it and keep me busy and because it's entertaining to me. I make money off of my job, and I need to make that money to live the way I live, or just to live, period. And if I lose that job because of this, then what is there for me to do? Like, how do I survive? And that could be like, that could be with everyone and all you guys out there. You know, we're all in kind of the same situation. So what is the plan? And is anyone out there prepping a plan for that? They're not. Everyone's out there buying up toilet paper, or telling everyone else to stay home and just stay away from everybody else. Isolate yourself. But no one's making a plan to get us out of the rut after the month of quarantine. You're going to be a month of no making any money. You know what I'm saying? A month of not making a living. How are we supposed to pay our rent? How are we supposed to pay our phone bills? How are we supposed to pay anything if we're not working for a whole month? And what, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys do know, but what a lot of like the richer in government doesn't know is that a month is a big deal for middle class America and even lower class America. Like, a month is a lot. A month is like a home or living on the streets. It's tough. But no, like, where is the plan? Where's the contingency plan? Yeah, isolate yourself for a month. Stay healthy. But then lose your phone, lose your electricity, and lose whatever bill you have to pay. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, like, people who are paying back their student loans, paying the IRS or whatever. If any of you guys are on a payment plan like that, how are you supposed to make that payment if we're shut down for a whole month? And then after that, you're hit with penalties, and sometimes, especially the IRS, their penalties are ridiculous. So if you miss that payment of that, if you miss that IRS payment for that 1 month, you're hit with a gigantic penalty. But it's really not our fault. But we can't argue that, can we? I don't know. You know, what's the plan? What are we supposed to do? I mean, luckily I'm not in that situation with the IRS or anything. But hey, I'm just thinking about everybody else too. So this is a weird and crazy time. And I wasn't even planning on talking about this stuff in the beginning or before I started recording, but I just felt like it's a conversation to be had. I mean, it's kind of the thing that everyone is talking about anyways. So why not put in my input on what I think? And yeah, it's a crazy, ridiculous time. I went out to do my laundry the other day. There was a lot of people doing laundry, which was okay, felt normal. But then I went into the eatery shops next to the laundromat, and it was almost a ghost town. There was no one around buying food like usual, because this place where I do my laundry, when you go there, the parking lot is full. People are there eating. People are just everywhere. But when I went to do laundry the other day, the only place that seemed normal was the laundromat, which is kind of weird. I mean, I guess, well, not really weird. I guess it's like normal because, like, you know, if you're going to be staying in, might as well stay in with clean clothes, I guess. But yeah, but everything else, the rest of the parking lot was almost empty, which was weird to see. All of the restaurants and little eateries around there were all empty, which is weird to see. Everything, I mean, like, and they just announced, I want to say, that same day too, the governor of California or is it the governor, the mayor of California? I forget who it was. It was one of the governor or mayor, whatever, mayor, governor, whatever. Basically came out and said LA is supposed to shut down. Bars are not allowed to open. Eat-in restaurants are not allowed to open. So it's gonna turn into more of a ghost town. And I feel bad for the people in the service industry because they're out of a job. One of my best friends, she is out of a job because she works at a restaurant. Now they're closed, or they have to close. And so she's looking for extra work to do to get extra pay to basically stay afloat. I mean, because she does live on her own. And like I said, she has bills to pay. So she has to figure out a way to get another job somewhere else, doing something else, so that she could pay for her bills and stuff. So I feel for her. Like, it's like, what do we do? What do they do? I mean, you could file for unemployment and stuff like that, but it is ridiculous times. It is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little scared. There is a little fear in me because the fear is like, what's the outcome? How is everything gonna look after this is all done and said? After the month, after the 2 weeks, after the month, how is everything gonna look? Is everything gonna go back to normal? I don't think so, because it's not like this virus is just gonna it's not like this virus is gonna all of a sudden disappear just because the weather changes. It's still gonna be there. The sick people are still gonna have it. They're still gonna be contagious. It's just gonna be warmer and kind of harder for a virus to survive in a warmer weather. But if you still have it, you still have it. And once it gets cold again, boom, back to quarantine, right? So what is the plan? That's the question. That's the big major question. What is the plan? What do we do? What do we do from now on? How is everything supposed to go back to normal after this? I mean, we could all be mad and say everyone's just paranoid. This is just ridiculous. But the numbers are the numbers. It shows that it's climbing. People are more and more people are showing that they have it. Supposedly some survivors came out and said that they had it, but they survived it. But we don't have enough studies to show what happens afterwards yet. So it's like, it's unclear. The future is unclear. And the future has always been unclear because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. But now this unclear future just seems more scarier. So, like, I have a pretty high anxiety. So, like, now it makes my anxiety even higher. Because now I'm like, am I going to be able to live? Am I gonna be able to make a living to live because of the situation? Is my job gonna be secure still? Because before any of this happened, I felt like my job was pretty secure. Like, I do a good job at what I do. I'm quick with the graphics. If they need me to do something, I could do it. I'm good with computers, so whatever computer goes down, I'm there. I'm good with printers. I know how to work with printers and stuff like that. So, like, and I'm like the only one in where I work at that basically have these skills. So basically my job was pretty secure. But now with this whole thing happening with the pandemic and everything like that, and everyone's panicking and everyone's quarantining, now my job isn't secure. Because at any point, the owner of the bakery could say, we're just not going to do custom cakes at all. Meaning, my department is done. I don't know if he'll keep me around to do graphics for the bakery anyway still. Like for signage and stuff like that or whatever. Or, I don't know, computer stuff. But like, I don't know. So, but the thing is though, I have a very good skill at keeping myself calm, even though my anxiety is through the roof. I can keep it at a level that's manageable. So I've just been like trying to chill myself out. I do what I'm doing. I'm a gamer anyways at heart. I stay home and game. I've been isolating and quarantining myself anyways before this even all this any of this stuff is even happening, you know? I rarely ever go out anyways. So like the whole quarantine part I'm fine with. I stay home, I'm by myself at all times anyways. I'm gaming. The only place you'll see me is here on YouTube or online gaming. If you're on the Call of Duty servers, you'll catch me playing the new Battle Royale and stuff like that. So I guess let's stop to talk about this whole scare and this whole virus thing, and let's talk about a little bit of the new Call of Duty Battle Royale. I've been having a lot of fun with it. This is a refreshing new, and this is the thing is it's kind of what I've been asking for the whole time, because I started the whole Battle Royale thing with PUBG. That was the first Battle Royale I've ever played. Before then, I've always been a Call of Duty fanboy. I played Call of Duty before PUBG, before I even played PUBG. So I played from Modern Warfare and all the way through till now. But as soon as PUBG came out, or as soon as PUBG for console came out, I would have to say, because PUBG has been out on PCs way before consoles got it. But as soon as it came to console for Xbox, I started playing that, and it was fun. It was good for that time. But the thing was like, and everyone who played it knows, even the PC players knew, that game had a lot of bugs. The mechanics was a little wonky. Yes, it was the most realistic, like, simulating battle game that you could ever play, but the mechanics, the clunkiness of it, and all the bugs that came along with that whole game, it just made it so bad. So then Call of Duty Blackout came out with Call of Duty Black Ops 4 came out, and they had their Battle Royale, and that was kind of fun too, but it was more cartoony, more arcadey. They had too many perks, I felt like. They had too many abilities, and you could like zip line to things. You could slide, jump, whatever. It had too much on it, I felt. What I really wanted was something like PUBG in a Call of Duty style without magical stuff. You know, cut out all that perks, cut out all the magic and stuff like that, cut out the zip lining and stuff like that. Just make it regular old Call of Duty, Battle Royale like PUBG, and that's it. That's it. That's all you need, and it would be perfect. And this has came as close as possible to that as I can imagine, and it's been super fun. Because what it is it's basically Call of Duty Modern Warfare in a Battle Royale. And the main thing is, the important thing about the game is the money aspect. Because you collect cash around the whole map. You collect cash if you kill someone. And it's important because then you could buy your loadouts. The loadouts that you want. You could buy kill streaks, which are a little iffy, I don't know, but you know what? I feel like it's balanced enough so that it works. So I'm fine with the whole kill streak thing. And the money thing is important. You can even buy your way back in. You could buy self revives and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. The only thing that it's missing is the solo aspect and the duo aspect. You could still do both, but the thing is if you go solo, you're basically going solo against 3-man squads. If you're doing duo, you're going duo against 3-man squads. And that's the other thing too, it's only a 3-man squad game. I wish they were gonna come out with the 4-man squad as soon as possible. And the rumor is that they're going to, because they're planning on bringing in a 200 player Battle Royale player base. So It's not going to stay at 150. It's supposed to climb up to 200. And when it climbs up to 200, that's when they plan on bringing in the 4-man squads. I even heard that they've already tested out like 5-man squads all the way up to 10-man squads. So, but the thing about it is that the report is that they've only tested it, so it doesn't mean that they're actually going to bring it out. Because if they're just testing it, maybe it doesn't work well. So maybe they're not, and if it doesn't work well, they're not going to bring it in. But I just feel like bring on the regular 4-man squads, because that's what it's all about. People have more friends than just 2 extra people. And then bring on the solos, because sometimes we just want to play solo. We don't want to team up with anybody, but going solo up against 3-man squads the whole time is so hard. Not all of us are, Shroud. We're not Sparrows. We're not Tim the Tatman or whatever. Although Tim the Tatman's really not. I mean, he's good, but versus Shroud, I feel like Shroud would probably win. I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, you guys let me know who's better, Tim the Tatman or Shroud. But yeah, but we're not those guys. We're not able to go into a game solo against 3-man squads and win all the time. If you just give us regular solos, because then that way we have a refresher from just the regular 3-man squad. But besides all that, the game is excellent. It's fun. It runs smoothly. I haven't had a glitch yet. Although, no, one game I did go up against somebody and he was kind of skipping all over the place. So I don't know what was wrong with his server, and the thing is, he got the kill on me because I couldn't hit him because the way he was skipping through the map. And that was the only glitchy thing I've experienced from the whole game. But other than that, it's run smoothly. Time to kill, I feel like, is fine. Some people might say it's too fast, but if you have all 3 shields on, you're good. You're golden. You could run away if you get shot. You could dip, dive, and hide if you need to. All the guns I feel like are pretty good and balanced. There's nothing that's too overpowered. Although M4 right now feels like it's the main gun of the whole game. If you want something that's as fast as an SMG but hits as hard as an AR, M4 is the gun to go with. Although the GRAW right now is what I'm using, and I feel like it performs a little bit better. So see, M4 has this competition. So then that way I feel like guns are balanced. Snipers are snipers. It all depends on which sniper you're comfortable with. I've been running with the GRAW and an LMG only because I know for a fact that myself, I'm not the greatest sniper. I'm not too fast to quick scope on anybody or drag scope on anybody. So I just rather run the LMG, because in that way I could just, from distance or close up, I could spam the bullets. And we did get one win the other day, our first victory since the game came out. It's been almost a week now. It's been a week. I think by the time this video comes out, it'll be a week. So I have gotten a victory out of it. And it's fun. It's almost as perfect as I could think of it as it being. I just feel like if they bring in all the other modes, I think it's just a perfect game. I would give it like a 8 out of 10 stars for a Battle Royale game. And I only take away the 2 because of certain little aspects, and that is missing solos and 4-man squads and duos, like that's about it. I love that you're able to come back into the game if you die and your teammates are still in there and they gather up enough cash, they could buy you back in. And also on your first death, you get sent to the gulag, and when you're in the gulag, you are able to win your way back in. So like that whole aspect is amazing. It gives for a higher kill rate if you're looking for high kills, and stuff like that. If you're good enough to go for high kill games, it gives you that. So like it kind of has everything, and it feels good. It moves good. The response from the controller to the game is just good, It just moves. It moves very smoothly. So yeah, there you go. That's my impression of the new Call of Duty Warzone Battle Royale that came out. I like it. Let me know how you guys feel about it. If you guys like it too, and what do you think it needs to improve on? How do you feel about it not having solos and duos and squads? But like I said, they're there has been reports that they are testing that whole stuff out. And the other part too is that this battle royale, if you look on the bottom corner, it always says that it's beta. So it is a beta, and I believe they're doing that just so that they could update it more frequently, more oftenly. Because once a game comes out as a full game, there's rules and regulations on updates and stuff like that. So I feel like they're keeping it a beta so that they could update it more frequently, which means that we might be getting updates, as soon as next week. Because I know Call of Duty does do updates every bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks. There's an update, so by next week there might be an update. We might see something new. They might bring in solos. They might bring in duos. We never know. And I believe the channel is Who's Immortal, and Prestige Keeley. Look them up. Check their videos out because they have like secret stuff. They go into Easter eggs and everything like that, and they always report on the latest news and the latest stuff that comes out for all of Call of Duty. So I've been keeping track on them just to know, like, hey, are they planning on bringing this in? And that's where I found out that they're reporting that they're testing on duos, they're testing on 4-man squads, they're testing on 5-man squads. So yeah, I'm excited for the future of the game. As long as I'm able to be where I'm at, So I'm excited to see where this goes. It's gonna be awesome. The game is awesome. I'm loving it. Yeah. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Warzone. Play it. Also, it is free. So if any of you guys out there have an Xbox, has a PlayStation, or on a PC, and you guys want to try it out, it is free to play. The only downside of it is that there's these loadout drops. You're able to get your loadout that you have from multiplayer. So if you only get the Warzone, you don't have the multiplayer stuff. You only have the Battle Royale. Then you don't really have the loadouts from multiplaying. So, to get the guns with all the attachments that you want, it's going to be kind of tough for you to do that without having the multiplayer part of the game. But you can still upgrade your gun by killing people in the Battle Royale. The only thing is that, you're going to have to kill a lot of people. And that's the hard part about this Battle Royale is that, or what I find for me is, getting that many kills to level up your guns in the Battle Royale is pretty slow. So, but it is still free. And the guns on the ground are actually kind of okay, depending on if you find like a golden crate or something like that. You can still get by with it. So, give it a try if you guys want to. It's free to play. And it's cross-platform. So if you only have an Xbox and your friend has a PlayStation, don't worry. You guys can still play together. Or if your friend has a PC and you only have a PlayStation, don't worry. Yeah, you guys can still play together. So it's cool and it's awesome. So check it out. Now, and with all of this stuff happening, with the quarantines and stuff like that, movies and stuff are delayed. So there's no new movies coming out soon. I was kind of looking forward to the Black Widow movie. It's not come out. I think the last movie that came out was Bloodshot. Haven't seen it yet. So I have really nothing to report on. But with that said, then I want to talk about Pokemon Go. And this is affected by this whole pandemic situation too, because Pokemon Go usually has a community day every month. And this month they had to postpone it or cancel it and postpone it because of this whole thing. They don't want a bunch of people gathering together and spreading diseases if they could help it. So they delayed it, supposedly, bringing it back if everything goes back to normal. If not, then it might be canceled. They've canceled safari zones that were supposed to, the first 2 safari zones that are supposed to happen here in the US are now canceled. We don't know about the one in London yet, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be canceled too. And And then there was another one too, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be canceled as well. So a lot of the events for Pokemon Go has been canceled. They're still having the raid weekend. So for like the new legendary, or not new, but the returning legendaries like Lugia, and right now is Giratina out in raids. But Lugia is supposed to be the last weekend of the month. Those are still going on. The fighting the fighting theme event is going on right now in game. The battle leagues are free to play, which is pretty cool for right now. So if you guys can't go out and grind, then might as well try the battle league. And that's basically what I've been doing. I mean, I've just been grinding at home with the they gave out 30 free or 30 incense for one Pokecoin, which is pretty cool. And they last for an hour, and they spawn Pokemon every minute, which is pretty cool. The only thing is that you run out of Pokeballs, and then you either have to buy it, but if you don't want to pay in game, you kind of have to go outside to Pokestops and spin and stuff like that. So, and the thing is, I haven't gone out. Well, I went to go do laundry, so I got, I spun a few stops on the way to do laundry, and while I was doing laundry and stuff like that. So, but other than that, you run out of Pokeballs really fast. So when I run out of Pokeballs, I just do the Battle League, and I mean, which is cool because I've been doing videos for the Battle League anyways. And I've been testing out a few teams. I've been sticking with my tryhard team, but and if you guys don't know, let me just talk about that a little bit. My tryhard team for the Great League right now, because it's the start of season 1. My tryhard team consists of Altaria, Typhlosion, and Hypno. Although I sometimes switch Altaria for Wishcash as well to cover just a few more of the more dangerous Pokemons that Altaria can't really take care of. But now I've been doing okay. I did better on the preseason for some weird reason. I was going off in preseason. I went 18-0 with that team, like 18 wins, 0 loss with that team. And it's on my record board. So if you guys go to my videos, I think I might have shown it or something like that. But now I've been going up against these teams that has Umbreon on it, and the thing about it is Umbreon is one of my favorite Pokemon. So I've been trying out an Umbreon team. But the only thing is I can't use the Hypno because I'm missing a few counters then if I'm using Hypno. I can't use Altaria because it's the same reason. I'm going to be short a counter. And the way I try to do it is when I make my 3-man team, or my 3 Pokemon team, my 3 Pokemon team, I needed to cover as much of a spread of whatever is going to come at me as much as possible. So using Umbreon, because it's, for one thing, it's challenging and it's more fun than just going in with a tryhard team and just blasting the whole scene down. I want more of a challenge so that I could have to think a little bit more. It's kind of weird because a lot of people, when they play games, they tend to not want to think. But I'm one to like, hey, how do I overcome this? How am I gonna win this matchup and stuff like that? So I have Umbreon, and the thing about him is that he has a small spread, so he can't really counter a lot. But then I have Typhlosion, which does counters a lot. Even though he's weak to certain Pokemon, he's still a good counter because of his charge move Blast Burn, and Blast Burn covers a whole lot. And then the question then is, who's the third man on the team? I might have found him already, and it might be Venusaur. I've been trying a few matches with just Umbreon, Typhlosion, and Venusaur. And even though Typhlosion and Venusaur are grass types as well, I don't have any grass type moves on my Typhlosion. Sorry, guys. I don't have any grass type moves on my Typhlosion. They're both fire type moves. And my Venusaur has the grass type and the poison type. So it covers a wide enough range to where I could win most of my matches. Hold on. Sorry. So I have enough spread there to win most of my matches. The only thing is they're not bulletproof at all. There are teams on there that's gonna basically come in and destroy me, but I am having a little bit more fun with that team. And so my next video, and I might even make a new video for it sooner than later, just to show off Umbreon. But I might use Venusaur and I might not, and you might see a few changes in the middle there. So yeah, look forward to that. But yeah, Pokemon Go Battle League, it's pretty fun. You just gotta know what you're doing. Because I've seen YouTubers like raging and stuff like that, like they're kind of trash talking, like they're not having fun. It does have its problems. Like you do encounter lag a lot, and you'll lose a lot of matches from lag. I mean, if you go watch my last 2 videos, there's a few matches where I do lose to lag, where I'm in the top position, I'm going to win the match. Like, if I play it right, I'm for sure going to win the match, and the lag hits, and boom, I'm done, and it's a GG's for the game, you know? But other than that, it's pretty fun. You just gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know your typings. You gotta know what counters what, and when to switch, when to use your shields, when to just eat a charge move from the other team so that you save your shields and stuff like that. Like it's all kind of like math a little bit, and it's kind of like guessing, the future a little bit, trying to figure out what your opponent's gonna do, so then you could counteract that, and then boom, you get the win, you know? I don't know, like that kind of stuff kind of excites my brain. It's kind of why I like the whole Battle Royale games as well, you know, like PUBG and the new Call of Duty, because it is kind of like a thinking man's game. And I felt like the reason why we won our first victory in the Call of Duty Warzone was because of my planning. Like, I had a plan, and we followed through. And yes, the gun skills of my teammates helped a lot. And it's kind of one of the reasons why we did win the victory. And just them being there to cover me and revive me when I went down is a reason why we did win the game. But I felt like us following the plan that I had is also a major reason why we did win the game, because, you know, you kind of have to think, what is everyone else trying to do? And that's the harder part. That's the harder part about a battle royale, is because you're going up against 150 players, which is like 50 teams almost. So you have to think, like, what are these 50 teams thinking? What are they trying to do? Where are they going to be? And if we stay over here, they're not going to come check us out. And then if they do come, then we have to do this to beat them. And then how are we going to play the last circle? You know, like, what do we need to do? What do we need to have? So it's all pre-thinking. It's all predicting the future. It's all trying to predict what your opponent's going to do. And it's the same thing with Pokemon Go and the Battle League. It's the same thing, but it's one-on-one. You know, it's you versus an opponent that's not there, and you have to kind of predict what they are planning on doing. And then also knowing the type, so that you know, like, okay, they're planning to do this, but it's not that effective on me, so I'll let the charge move hit me, and it doesn't hurt you that much. So then boom, you get saved your shield, so you have shield advantage, and you don't, and then they'll switch, and then you also have switch advantage and stuff like that. So it's fun. I love that type of stuff. But that's just me, you know. So like that, you know, sometimes that type of game isn't for everybody. So, but maybe, you know, if they actually sit and learn how to do it, it'll be more fun for them. So, you know, give it a chance, figure it out. Know your Pokemons, know the type of moves they have, know the effectiveness of it, and it'll be an awesome time. So there are things, bringing it back full circle. There are things to do while you're in quarantine and isolation. I've been doing it for almost half of my lifetime already, so I don't get bored. I don't go crazy. Because it is true, when there is nothing to do, because there was a time in my life when I had nothing to do, and that's the bad part. When you have nothing to do and you don't know what to do with yourself, it does drive you crazy. So I suggest, like, figure it out quickly. Like, do you like to read? Does reading keep you occupied and challenges your brain? Do you like to play games? If not, maybe do some drawings. Start that comic book that you've been planning on writing. Write that book that you've been planning on writing. Paint that painting that you've been planning on painting but haven't ever had the time. So figure it out, guys, because we're on weird times right now. And a lot of people are going to be stuck by themselves, going crazy. So to stop from going crazy, figure out what it is that is going to keep you busy. Figure out what that thing was that you've been trying to do but haven't had enough time to do. And I think we'll be okay. We should be okay. We've overcome crazier things, and this is one of the craziest things that's happened in a long, long while. But humans are kind of like parasites as well. We survive and just multiply. So, we should overcome this. Hopefully we could push through this crazy and weird time that we have. I usually do a playlist, go through of my playlist and stuff like that, but I just don't feel like it this week with what's been going on and how weird things have been. We'll continue that next week probably. I think I either want to go through my Posy hardcore playlist or my synthwave band playlist next time. I want to save my hip hop playlist for last, because the hip hop playlist relates to a big chunk of my life, and I have a lot of stories, and I feel like I maybe will do like half of an episode on that. So we'll save that for last. And I think I have an 80s playlist, so yeah, we have a few more playlists to fill in some more episodes with. So look forward to that later. But with that said, I want to thank everyone that has listened, everyone that's been subscribed, everyone out there who has ever just came through and checked this channel out. If you are new and you like what you've seen, what you've heard, please hit that like and subscribe and tell a friend. And stay strong, everybody. We will survive. We will push through. We will overcome. And with that said, I will see all of you guys on the next episode. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you liked the video you guys just watched. And if you did, please do not hesitate to hit that like button and that subscribe button. And then tell a friend. And if you guys want to see more videos, check them out below. I should have 2 other videos to check out. We have other stuff to see on this channel. And with that said, we thank you guys all for watching. And we'll check you guys out laters.